Yo, hit that like, hit that sub. It's Magoo. You already know what it do. Your boy up on this shit. I gotta get from over here. This echo is nasty. Damn. Anyway, I gotta speak on some shit real quick. You know me. Just chilling, enjoying my late night stuff, doing the day job thing. You know, I always say I'm waiting for the end of the world. You feel me? Because that's literally what happens. Like, if there's a big old flood or a major power outage or some shit, like, the phones are ringing, the texts are going crazy. Yo. And they say, I'm tired of people disrespecting, like, Gen Zers, yo. I'm tired of people doing that shit. Yo, when the littlest shit happens, yo, Gen Zers, I ain't never seen text messages fly so fucking fast. And I'm telling you, yo, you ever get a real social girl? Like, I'm talking about, like, your girl is extremely social. Like, this bitch got like 10 friends and shit. You be like, God damn. And she be like, yeah, you know, that's my friend from elementary. That's my friend from second grade. That's my best friend from third grade. That's my best friend from church. Like, yeah. And when you see her text threads and you see her text, her fingers move like that shit look like a cartoon. You ever see that shit? Yo, the way them text messages be flying, bro, that's how it looks when there's like a little small power outage in a certain area around the city, or like there's some flooding or some shit like that. Typically, like, maybe, I don't know, we've been having like these tropical depressions these last few years. These baby hurricanes have been coming through the area. So it's been a lot of that shit. Yo, they go crazy. The text goes crazy. Like, oh my God. Yo. But it's funny as shit. Like, so that's basically my job. Just waiting for the end of the world. And during that time period of waiting for the end of the world, I realized that my sanity hinges on the fact that I have to train martial arts every day. See, I started training martial arts like maybe 2 years after the job, but the job didn't really, shit didn't really change at the job until, like, I started going overnight. Like, yeah, that's when shit started to change. Then it was like, oh, okay, like, I got all this life in me all these other times of the day. And it's like, what am I doing with myself? You know, I'm dying. My health is deteriorating. You know, the whole shtick. I could go down that shit. We go down that road 1,000,001 times. Like, it's nothing. But what I'm trying to say here is, you know, since I came into the game, I've realized that, like, I enjoy the camaraderie much more than I ever have. And I don't know, cause, you know, I've always been like a friendly type of person, but it's weird cause, like, I would say I was always the person that didn't get along with everybody else in school, you know? Couldn't be part of a team. But now it's kind of like, if somebody asked me to come train and help them out to prepare for a tournament or whatever the fuck, it's like, I'm all down for it. Like, sure, why not? You know? I don't know. I just feel like, this shit this shit like a 12-step program, man. It's like a substitute for a 12-step program, yo, but a healthier one. And after you have admitted that you're a pussy, like, now you could begin to get your shit turned out, and now you could get a dick. I'm just saying. Yo, if you're gonna have a sex change operation, why not get a dick? I'm just saying. Like, yo. You feel me? Like, come on. Yo, motherfucker, I want to have balls. You feel me? I realize that shit. I want to have balls. And shout out to the rest of my teammates who want to have balls too. Yo, we had this one teammate. He been training with us. I don't know. This little motherfucker been coming around for a couple years now in the summer, but he go to school up in PA. My man been coming down. He been wrestling and doing takedowns and working his jiu-jitsu and everything. And he looking real good. And, you know, he got a little size on him, you know. He about 16 years old, you know. And it looks good. It was so awesome. And we had to level him. We had to get at him. We had to tear his ass up. Like, nah, we gonna send you back to school right. Like, I want to hear about you being wrestling champion. Like, word. For another 14 matches this fall. Come on with it. Let's see. Another 14, 15 matches, whatever I think he had. Come on with it. You know? And then, not only that, but there was also another pleasant surprise to where his coach has a girl in there. And he's like, yeah, so the girl just turned 13. She's going to be starting in the adult class. Apparently, with us in Mastery. And, yeah. Well, I was on the feet with her. And as soon as we went to lock up, yo, when I tell you, I don't know what they was feeding this little girl. Yo, what's going on with these little girls, man? These little girls be like 13, 14 years old. See, I want to say some things, man. But because it's going to be extremely unpopular, I'm just going to keep it to myself. Because I know the truth behind that shit. But you see these girls, they coming out here, they like 13, 14, 12 even. And they're hella strong. You know? You don't see them overly developed. Because if she's fit, she's not going to be overly developed. But the ones that are unfit, you see the overdevelopedness. Hell. Yo. Anyway. But it's something it's something, man. It's something to pay attention to. Cause it's like, damn, like you gotta get ready. You know, the boys don't get like that till they like 16, 17. But the girls are there. You talking about grown woman strength at like 13 years old, man. You know? Shit is kind of wicked. But the boys, they coming up too. Man, anyway. It was just good to lock up with everybody. Shout out to everybody that trained. Shout out to my man. We got one training partner. Oh, man. Yo, in the lesson last night. And in the lesson last night, I don't know whether to be happy and then fucking Juan. I just said Juan. I wasn't going to mention Juan, but yo, bro, if y'all ever come to Jungle Gym and yo, ask about an old man named Juan. That's all I gotta say. Yo, if you ever come in there for a trial class, yo, ask about an old man named Juan. Yo, this old Dominican guy, yo, he knows how to do Kimuras. He do so many Kimuras. Masahiko himself done said, don't even call the move that. Just call it a double wrist lock. You feel me? That's it. The guy just does double wrist locks. I don't even call it Kimuras no more. They're double wrist locks. All right? That's all I got to say about that. But thank you, Juan, for the double wrist lock and the escape for the double wrist lock. Thank you. Thank you very much. I much appreciate that, and I will be getting my reps. And with that said, I want everybody to hit the like and hit the subscribe, yo, because we getting up out of here, man. I want to go ahead and enjoy this pin right quick. This is feeling real good. All right, big announcement coming soon. Dial 988 if you feel like hurting yourself. Join the gym if you feel like hurting someone else. Guys, if you feel like hurting someone else, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me, all right? I'm out of here, man. Oos.